Acast powers the world's best podcasts. Here's a show that we recommend.
Hey guys, welcome to Giggly Squad.
A place where we make fun of everything, but most importantly, ourselves.
I'm Paige DeSorbo.
I'm Hannah Berner.
Welcome to the squad.
Giggly Squad started on Summer House when we were giggling during an inappropriate time.
But of course, we can't be managed.
So we decided to start this podcast to continue giggling.
We will make fun of pop culture news,
we're watching,
fashion trends, pep talks where we give advice,
mental health moments,
and games and guests.
Listen to Giggly Squad on Acast or wherever you get your podcasts.
Acast helps creators launch, grow, and monetize their podcasts everywhere. Acast.com.
Hitting the record button live in
are.
full effect.
We are here.
And ready to roll.
We
We are
doing
here, ladies and gentlemen. When you like talk into a mic, this is more just like professional because you're like a rock star and stuff like that.
Mhm.
When people do this number right here with the mic, right? And they like talk to it like from this side. Does that do anything? Is that a move? Is that different than like straight on? A lot of rock stars when they're like playing, right? They do this number right here, and I'm strumming my
A lot
bass
of times
guitar.
they do that because if they're planning to be like super loud,
Oh, okay.
they'll direct their voice away from like that way. It's not like I'm doing my vocals and I'm gonna scream or yell or something.
Gotcha.
So you kind of turn it a little bit that way, so it's not. You hear your voice, but it's not like super loud over the normal sound.
There we go, man. Like I
And
learned
it's-
something new.
And it's kind of cool. I mean,
It looks cool.
if you're
Because I don't know, like if they're just looking at the audience to like that side of the crowd. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably mixed a lot of different things in the moment. But like if you see somebody like holding the mic and they're singing and they kind of move it away or they move it this, that, or the other,
Yeah.
then
You're right. They do that
that's-
as well. Like people who like Ariana Grande does that shit, right? Where she has her
Yeah.
little pop star mic or whatever, and then she'll just turn, but she'll keep the mic facing like the way
Yeah.
the mic is facing, but she'll turn her head. I've noticed that, dude. See, guys, this is what we're talking about here. Like, so Javier, the musical genius that he is, and musical engineer,
try.
and just like record producer extraordinaire. There's like Timberland, right? There's Scott Storch, but nobody does it like Javier Villalobos, guys. So like if you want a dope ass record produced, A&R'd, still don't know what the fuck A&R means, but if you want whatever you want, Javi's your guy, okay?
I don't think that was what you think you were looking for. ADR is what we had that argument about last time.
That's exactly what, you know what, he does it all, team, okay? He's not just sexy and slaps the bass, okay, guys? He is a self-taught, musically inclined gentleman. I'm basically like pimping you out right now, dude. So
I know my DMs are going to explode.
yeah, dude. In that for our listeners who are for our listeners with the audio segment that watch this on YouTube, where you can check out our full pod. How he just shook his head no about his DMs being blown up. Hey, you never know, man. Dude,
Yeah, you never know.
it might be that one record that you produce, dude, that, you know, you'll go aluminum or some shit. Who knows?
Yeah.
Dude, you know? So,
Yeah, whatever the new things are there.
oh, man. How's life treating you, brother?
Oh, dude, just living it up, man. Doing my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty cold out, so a lot of not being outside right now.
A lot of soups on the
soup.
kettle.
A lot of soups, grilled cheese, some cute grilled cheeses.
Just all that warm comfort food.
And I just basically just
Want no damn salad.
man, just chilling. Yeah,
Good.
ain't not a whole lot going on. What about you?
Man, just out here enjoying life, brother. That's what I
Yeah.
do best, man.
Okay.
Caught myself watching Axel F. Beverly Hills Cop. I watched all three like a week or two ago, back to back to back, on the same day. Why? Because that's the storage shit I do. And
Yeah.
then I didn't have time to watch Axel F, the new one, again. And I was
Mm.
like, I'm gonna do it. So I finally did again. I'm just like, dude, in this
I'm gonna
movie,
make it happen.
this movie's so cool because you have Eddie Murphy just being amazing. Eddie Murphy. And we talked about it on the
Yeah,
pod,
yeah.
so I'm just reiterating. You have Kevin Bacon. And then you have the amazing Joseph Gordon-Levitt, like holding it down, right? Just to be like Joseph Gordon-Levitt, already a fantastic actor who has worked with like all the greats, including Christopher Nolan, right? Leonardo
Yeah.
DiCaprio, all these people, right? ScarJo, he's worked with them all.
Nice.
Michael Caine, I really just named like 2 movies of his, but anyway, he's worked with a lot of people. If you've worked on The Dark Knight Rises, everybody was in that. To be able to work with these two just like fantastic 80s, 90s, 2000s, like Kevin Bacon and Eddie Murphy, they've never not been good, right?
Yeah,
So just
yeah.
like to step in, to be like JGL, who's already esteemed, and like step into a movie with them. If you haven't seen the movie yet, guys, it's on Netflix. Watch it. Man gets to shoot the shit with Eddie Murphy and like go back
Yeah.
and like bits the entire movie, but at the end he gets to shoot Kevin Bacon in the head. Like, how dope is that, dude? You know what I mean? That's just fun, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just love that movie. It's just a wild ride. But than that, man, you know me, just trying to hold it down. Keep hope alive for the world.
Yeah, I watched a few movies. Watched Jurassic Park, just for fun.
In IMAX?
Yeah. I found special reservation.
You found that cut.
Yeah. Also, I watched. I don't know if you've seen K-pop Demon Hunters. Have you watched that movie?
Yes, I have, Bobby. Talk to me. Speak on it.
It was
Tell me your truth, dog. Tell me your truth.
It was actually pretty good movie. It was a good movie.
I am so stoked right now that you said that because I thought the same exact thing, dude. There was a young lady I was seeing at the time when it came out, and she was like, "Have you seen this movie yet?" And I'm like, "No." It sounds weird. And then it's like, "Oh, it's an animated film."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about this. She goes, "Do you like Into the Spider-Verse?" I'm like, "Absolutely love. Those films are fantastic and beautiful."
Right.
She's like, "Hold on to your butts." I'm like, "I only have one. I only have one." She's like, "Well, after this, you're gonna have 2." I'm like, "Wow, okay."
I'm literally
Okay. Shit's about to get wild. No pun intended.
I was
What'd you think?
I was just doing some work here at home, and I had it on the TV, and I just found myself just watching it. And I was like, "That's why all these little kids are just like, into it because it just."
Yeah, dude.
I mean, you've heard the songs on anywhere you listen to music. The songs come on or on like social media and stuff.
Yeah, hobby. I want you to be my soda pop, dude.
It was actually a pretty fun movie.
The animation's dope.
Yeah, it looks really good.
The voice acting is fantastic. The singing is incredible. The story is, it's K-pop. It's like, that Asian cinema mix in there, but there is a lot of elements of just American, how we do things as well. So it brings in a very broad, wide, big audience. It's a fun ride, dude. And it's like a little franchise now because they're going to make more.
Yeah, I mean, it helped it wasn't like a full-on musical.
Yeah.
Like, even when there was music, it was like still action going on most of the time. But yeah, it was good. I had a good time.
Dude.
I was pleasantly surprised.
Love that, dude.
Yeah.
They finished filming another thing that's going to do crazy and be really popular, right? Because I think like Ryan Gosling cannot be stopped. Like somebody needs to sit this man down and be like, "Dude, can you stop being in everything good?"
He's just going across the spectrum of every genre he can find right now.
They just finished filming Starfighter, him and Sean Levy, for like, I still think it's like a year out, so we're gonna get it in like 2027. But like, that's good Don't rush a damn thing about this film, man.
Yeah.
I want them to take their time. I will definitely wait. What's up?
What was the name of the space movie he's doing? Which one was that one?
Oh, that comes out. Project Hail Mary. That comes out. Wow, actually, that should come out. That come out this year.
That's what I mean. It just popped in my head that it was a thing.
It comes out. When did that come out? Oh, March. So Q1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
That one looks like it's going to be
Q1 there.
pretty entertaining.
You know, I enjoyed the first trailer so much. I did not watch the second trailer. I don't need to. I don't. I know it's a Sony production. You know how Sony does.
I mean, they get weird.
They're amazing Spider-Man 2 us with the damn trailer, and they're like, you know what? The entire movie, right here. Here you go. Cool. I know exactly what happens in the trailer. I need to go see this movie.
Yeah, I don't have to go there now. I got you.
Yep. I'm to spend money on a bucket of popcorn now, guys. We're good. Javi, let's roll the pod. Let's just do it. I already know.
Yeah.
So like I haven't watched the second trailer, but I hear it's like even more fantastic and has a lot more elements from the book and everything. So yeah, I'm definitely on board. But Ryan Gosling, that guy cannot be stopped. He's just doing side quests at this point in time, man. He's just like just having the best time.
Yeah,
making movies for his kids, which is a big jump, right? A lot of actors, Eddie Murphy included, Eddie Murphy made all these like hard like dramas and like action films that were like rated R, like cussing, and then like he jumped to all like the family. We talked about it a couple weeks ago, right? He jumped to like all the family fun type of stuff.
Dr. Doolittles and such.
The Dr. Doolittles and the Norbits and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, some were good and some were bad, but he did like Haunted Mansion too, right? Ryan Gosling's doing that as well, right? His kids are getting older. He obviously doesn't want to make bloody, dry films for his kids to like take their friends to go see and be like, look at my dad. You know what I mean? He wants his kids to see like, oh shit, my dad does it all. When they're older, they can watch Drive. But right now, man, I want to watch fucking Starfighter. You know what I mean? Shit like that. So, did you ever see the movie? We'll jump into the pod in a second. I apologize. Even though this is our pod, and y'all just better damn listen to every second of it. Did you ever see the movie The Last Starfighter? Remember that film? Did you ever watch that film?
Oh man,
hit yourself
Last
off.
Starfighter.
Hit yourself off. Hit yourself off with a little Google action, dude.
Yeah, because I have to.
Little 1984 film.
Like in my head, I cannot remember if I watched that or not.
Little 1984
I don't think
film.
I did.
All right. Well, you now have homework.
It's going to cost me $4 to watch that movie.
No, it's not, dude. I got it on Super 8, dude. We're good.
Starfighter. Yeah, I don't remember. As of right this moment, I don't think I've watched the movie.
Okay. Well, all right, whenever you get a moment, dude. No rush
I'll have to check out this American space opera.
Yes.
Yeah.
The 80s were wild, dude, for a lot of like different space movies that are not Star Wars.
Yeah.
I recommend. Let me know your thoughts, buddy. Welcome to the episode of Movie in a Pod. I'm Clyde Smith.
And I am Javier Villalobos.
On this week's episode, we're discussing trailers for the drama Supergirl and our movie of the week, Wake Up Dead Man. Supergirl, guys. She's cool. I mean that, dude. Like, I've already watched this trailer, and I'm pretty stoked for Supergirl. Like, she's really cool. I like the take they're gonna take on it. We're gonna talk about it in a few minutes. Team, hope everybody's having a fantastic week. The holidays is coming. May your season be merry and bright. Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, all the holidays that you represent, that you enjoy. If you just like to sit in the dark and relax, I like doing that as well, right?
I'm a
I'm just
fan.
raising his hand right now.
I'm a fan.
Right? I like doing it as well. With my sitting in the dark and relaxing, I'm typically watching The Last Starfighter or something,
Yeah.
Team, we got our full pod and our beautiful faces across all of our socials: YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff. Team, click that link tree in the show notes of wherever you're listening to this pod. That'll take you to our link tree. Our link tree will get you to exactly what you're looking for. We call it the goods. Goods, ladies and gentlemen. I'm also working on my Will Arnett voice. Okay. I'm trying. You got to get down here for a little bit of Will Arnett.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, man. I'm getting ready for next week's movie. Team, like, share, subscribe. We appreciate your support. We love you so much. And tell your mom we said hi. We're just two good old boys from North Carolina, so she'll appreciate our content, minus my cussing. Have her skip over that. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. We'll not bleep any of that out, so just keep that in mind.
We have the drama. IMDb states a happily engaged couple is put to the test when an unexpected turn sends their wedding week off the rails. Written and directed by Christopher Borgli, starring Robert Pattinson, Zendaya, Elena Hamm, a whole host of other people as well. Zoe Winters. Yeah. You're right, dude. This is A24, and I love that you called it A24. It was like some code, it's a code word, don't expect the unexpected, right? There's obviously going to be some shit that happens this week. It's a comedy romance is what it's titled as, so that's exciting, but it's also going to be these two actors, really dramatic, fierce actors too. I just have a feeling they're gonna put each other through the damn ringer.
Yeah.
And will this be at the end they figure shit out and understand there's just gonna be drama and strife, understanding and shit to work through the wedding, or is shit gonna fall apart, right? And
the interesting thing is you didn't really catch the rub in the trailer.
Yeah.
It was just kind of an awkwardness in between them for most of the trailer. But there's never really any, quote unquote reveal for anything weird.
Yeah. You're right, because, and that's what I love about A24 films. They just kind of always get to real shit. Right? Yeah. Sometimes there are very fantastical elements. They're crazy plots, right? But everything that drives A24 films is very human. And it's one of the best studios out doing it right now. They have been for years now. Where that's the shit that happens leading up to a wedding. We all, you're married. I was married. We've been to weddings. We've been in weddings before. We've seen the drama, the strife, the craziness, right? The everything leading up to that moment, and it's
lot
intense.
Of work.
It's a lot of work. It's a production, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also fun. So they're just trying to get through it. So yeah, I think we're gonna see the ins and outs of all of that. I like the trailer, the way that it presented itself. We have two really sexy actors that's gonna deliver. Yeah. Our Pats, dog.
Cool.
Let's get it done.
Yep.
Team, we're going to put the drama on our socials. Let us know your thoughts. All right. We have Supergirl. IMDb states it follows Kara Zor-El's story and her darker origin before she finally made her way to Earth. So we're getting us a space opera, guys.
This is a Kryptonian space opera.
I'm with it. It, dude. I love the poster, right? It's her chilling in the background. It says truth, justice, whatever. She's She's different. As good as Big Blue is, you know what I mean? She's charting a different path. Hence why we first
Definitely.
saw her in Superman. She was drunk. That
She
was
seems to be exploring a little bit more. Like she knows what's going on out in the in the universe more than Superman himself.
like that's the thing, right? Like so, like he's been doing it for like 3 years at the time
Yeah.
we watched Superman. So was he on planet the entire time, right?
Yeah.
What does he know? The beautiful thing is we don't know. So like the writers, James Gunn, Peter Safran, they can do whatever the hell they want to do, but they take this story, this journey with her off world, and we see her this. So like there is a way for them to obviously do their thing elsewhere. Yeah, so this is going to be I like that we're not getting an origin story. We're dropped in the middle of her being Supergirl and how she's like a rebel.
I mean that's what we started with Superman, right? Like into his trajectory as Superman.
Yeah.
And I mean, we get glimpses of the past, obviously, which you do in any movie, but it's not like we're not spending a lot of time on it. It's just like we know who he is, we know where he came from, we know all that stuff already. So why waste screen time when we could be having some fun?
Jump right into her just being drunk off world.
One thing I always wondered too.
What's up?
One thing I always wondered about Crypto. This is about Crypto. Why does he have a cape, man? Like that's something I've never quite like. Is it a choice to put the cape on him? Like, does Kara get up and she's like, "No, you gotta put your cape on"?
I mean, you ever seen those women who like have put like sweaters on their dogs and shit?
Point made. I retract my statement. Point made.
So so like the only thing I can like really like bring it to is like I ordered from the golf company Roback. They're not a sponsor of this pod, but if you guys want to sponsor us, what's up? You can afford us if you wanted to.
We'll do
it. He's like, just your people call my people. But anyway, like I ordered like a bunch of like golf polos and stuff from them, and then my ex-wife saw like she got on the website because there's like stuff for females as well, like golf polos and shirts and shit like that. And she was like, "This would be cute for Gilligan." And it was a scarf. It was a Roback scarf. So we got him a Roback scarf. So like me and him had matching. I had like a Roback polo.
Yeah.
And he had the matching scarf that you know obviously put around his neck. So when we were out, that's what man rocked. The scarf was really for a like Great Dane, so it looked like a cape on him. So Gilligan used to wear a cape, dude.
Every gentleman should own a cape, is what they say. That's what I hear.
Yes, exactly. Oh man, no,
that's awesome.
Craig Gillespie is handling this film, and this looks like a good time, man.
Yeah, it gets us to the, like you said, we're starting out at a point where she's just like having some adventures of whatever kind. I just like the look of this thing, man. I mean, it's really bringing us into that, not necessarily comparing at the moment, but it brings us into that kind of James Gunn, Guardian of the Galaxy.
Grittier, right?
Yeah, where
dirty.
You're not in a shiny city. You're in the bowels of the universe.
Yeah.
with all the bad people and all the partying and all that stuff, man. So I'm looking forward to it.
I feel like she was chilling in nowhere there for a little bit, right?
Exactly.
Like a space skull or something. You have David Krumholtz playing Zor-El, who's her father, so that's exciting. Team, we will put Supergirl on our socials. Let us know your thoughts. Are you excited for this film? Are you a fan of the amazing Millie Alcock? Let us know, team. All right, brother. Let's hit it.
Yes, sir.
Team, we are discussing Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery. This film was released on Netflix November 26, 2025. This one is written and directed by Ryan Johnson.
We have a $151 million budget, and it says it's grossed like $3 million in theaters, but it's like a very limited theater release.
Yeah.
So it was straight to streaming, and then
Straight to DVD.
and then some, and then just select theaters around. Starting this, we have Daniel Craig as Benoit Blanc, Josh O'Connor as Reverend Judd, Glenn Close as Martha, Josh Brolin as Jefferson Wicks, Mila Kunis as Geraldine, Jeremy Renner as Dr. Nathaniel, Kerry Washington as Vera Draven, Andrew Scott as Lee Ross, Kaylee Spaney as Simone Vivon, Daryl McCormick as Cy, Thomas Church as Samson Holt, Jeffrey Wright as Langstrom, Annie Hamilton as Grace Wicks, James Faulkner as Reverend Wicks, Bridget Everett as Luis, Noah Sagan as Nikolai, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt cameos as a baseball announcer. This was a long cast, but everybody had their.
This pod's over. I gotta go watch this film again, dude. JGL as a cameo as a baseball announcer.
I didn't know that. Big cast, but everybody had a fairly large role,
except for JGL because I missed him. Gosh,
I mean,
I remember Nikolai. I don't remember JGL. I'm just sad about it now. Oh yeah, his voice. That's all we got was his voice.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was just a voice from like the scenes where they're watching the old TV or whatever.
Yeah.
I believe that's where his voice was. I didn't know that either until I read this, but it makes sense. I mean, it doesn't make sense, but it is what it is.
But he also had voice cameos in Knives Out.
Yeah.
And Glass Onion. I do remember he was the hourly dong. Yeah. No, just the sound, guys, not the object.
Whatever.
We're definitely getting an E on this pod. Anyway, my fault. Sorry, Mom. Go ahead, give us that quick synopsis of this film, brother.
Benoit Blanc is here to solve the mystery of who killed the priest.
Easy.
Yeah.
Done. Let's get it. All right, dude. Benoit Blanc. We've seen him in Knives Out. We've seen him in Glass Onion. We're seeing him here and Wake Up Dead Man. And let's just talk about it, dude. Those blues are bluer than ever.
He took a long time to show up in this movie too.
Yeah, like we saw him like really quickly in the beginning when Reverend Judd is like doing his voiceover, but then it took a while for him to get to Chimney Rock.
Yeah, we had like a lot more set up than we have in any other movie. Usually it's like there's a dead guy.
It almost felt like he played like he was not the main. He's top billed because obviously these are his films, but like he was not the main character. Yeah,
it was almost like like we were getting at like Josh O'Connor was like the main character of this movie.
And I don't know if I like that or not, dude. That's something that I've been like grappling with since I watched this film.
And that's how it felt like up until Daniel Craig actually showed up on screen.
Yeah.
I was like, man, is this dude like, are we literally going to like the end of the movie and then Daniel Craig will be like, hey, I'm here, you know? Because it's like, I mean.
I solved it, guys.
Yeah.
It was my hair with a candlestick. Everybody's like, dude, nobody's playing Clue. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, it was almost like, Josh O'Connor was gonna be like the detective almost for a little while.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like, man. Benoit Blanc's hair though.
Yeah,
this hair,
some locks going on.
So like, I think it's like the entire fit, dude. Like, so he's always dressed really well,
Mm-hmm.
I loved his like getting off the boat look in Glass Onion. I loved his pool look in Glass Onion. Fantastic. But like the suit that he rolls in Jimmy Rock, it's like he has like the flared bell bottom pants, right? The
Yeah, yeah.
three-piece suit. The hair is so long. The eyes are blue. Like Daniel Craig looks fantastic. Fantastic in this film, man. He just
It's like
knows.
he changes himself to fit his scenery very well.
Yeah,
Like to
exactly.
fit in.
Exactly, right? It's almost like, you know, he played James Bond 5 times, so he knows obviously how to wear clothes, and he does it well.
Yeah.
He just takes that same exact charisma, right? That same exact sexiness and applies it to Benoit Blanc.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just like looking at this man. He's just like
He's
I
got
know
that gray
Daniel.
beard too.
I know
He got
Daniel.
that
You're
gray beard
happily
going on?
married, to one of the most beautiful women on the planet, but like you're just a fantastic. And then the
Yeah.
white. I almost cussed again. We're gonna get like triple E ratings. Good God, the white like scruffy stuff at
Yeah.
the bar like that. Just a good look.
Yeah. Agreed.
And you know, you just look at this guy, and he's like, you know, he's a detective who's been through some shit, but still decides to like look dope as hell. I
Yeah, yeah.
appreciate that, man. But he's back on the case, and the funny thing is, like, there's not much that we don't know about his style
Mm-hmm.
of as like a detective. We learn a little bit about his kind of thought process with religion, but that's very minor compared to everything else. Where I feel like we learned a lot more about him in Knives Out and Glass Onion than we did in this film. But that's because, like, once again, I think it almost seems like he's taking a back seat to Reverend
Yeah.
Judd,
Agreed.
who, that young priest dude. What do you think about this guy?
Yeah, I mean, we follow him through, I mean, almost every scene.
Yeah.
Like even when we're flashing back to like somebody else's memories, he's like there while they're flashing back to those memories, you know.
Yep.
So yeah, he was definitely fighting for that top spot. I mean, from beginning to end, man. I mean, he had me locked in. Um, and for a little while there, it almost seemed like, you know, he was uh, leading in a direction that we weren't expecting. He did a very good job of the misdirect kind of thing.
Yeah. Because you don't
Uh,
know.
yeah.
You just really didn't know. Like you saw, like he talked about, like, obviously killing a man in a match when he was a boxer, him now being a priest. But there's also like a lot of, I don't know, man. I like the way that they grappled like people in power, like religious people in power,
Yeah.
in this film, and like made them very real. That they deal with shit too, right? I love, and like we obviously know that, but they didn't even try to hide it in this film.
Not at all. Not at all.
Luckily, it was a lot easier because there's no children in this film, in like the cast, so you're not like you're like having to do anything like that. But
Yeah.
Reverend Judd was a very like, as much good that he's trying to do, he knows that he has demons, and he's trying to be a better person every single day.
Yeah. And as far as like Josh O'Connor just portraying this character was he sent us on a very good emotional roller coaster
Yeah.
of his portrayal, his voice, his face, everything. He did very well, and that was one of the reasons you kind of stayed in it for so long. Like, because this one was like really just everywhere compared to some of the other ones, the other couple.
Yeah.
So he really kind of had to have that anchor, and he was a very good anchor to keep you involved in every scene.
Oh yeah. Glenn Close, Martha Delacroix, devout church lady and Wick's right hand woman. I mean, as crazy as Glenn Close looks nowadays in these roles, um, she's in that Hunger Games prequel that she looks
Yeah.
wild. She looked wild and run down in this. You just know, man, if you have that much power, something's going on there.
Yeah, and
Something's
honestly,
definitely going on there.
took me a few scenes to realize that was her. That was Glenn Close.
Yeah. This isn't the same
like-
one from 101 Dalmatians, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. She was very. They made her look very standard, I guess. Like usually when you see Glenn Close, she's maked up. She's a big character.
Yeah.
And here she's just, no makeup really, no nothing, no flam, big wardrobe, stuff like that. She was just a lady, and I was like, I think I know who that is, but I'm but it did take a few scenes to realize that was her.
And with that, you get the sense, why do you cast Glenn Close in a role like this?
Right.
Right. Where you finally realize that is her, and you're like, oh, okay, there's something is definitely there. Like you're not Glenn Close is not gonna take just a second or like a third or fourth chair type role and not have some meat and potatoes behind her
Agreed.
her role. And I'm glad that she actually did. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
We got Josh Brolin as Monsignor Jefferson Wicks, an asshole, but very charismatic, domineering priest. He has some damn demons, but you understood from the get-go with Bishop Langstrom, Jeffrey Wright's character. He's like, I'm not a big fan of Wicks, but he needs some help.
And he was another one, man. Like these guys are doing such a good job of bringing these stars, like to a different level.
Like hiding them in the role. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the same thing with Josh Brolin. When he came on screen, I was like, is that who I think it is?
Yeah.
And he did such a good job like hiding behind that character that you had to get like really close to him and listen to some of his words to really hear Josh Brolin in there.
I thought it was the dude at first, man.
Yeah, there was like 3 or 4 different people that was going through my mind who it was. And then we finally made it to Josh when he was when he started having that like the confession, right? When you really got to hear him and his voice and talk. And he really hid back there well, and that was pretty awesome.
Like all this time, and I know we talked about this trailer when it first dropped and everything. All this time, I'm thinking it's Jeff Bridges as the priest.
Easily.
I'm like, that's the dude. Oh no, he's. Oh no, that's definitely Thanos right there, dude.
Yeah.
What? But he's just hidden. So because you typically see Josh Brolin very clean cut, or purple, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, with a scrotum on his chin. So, but he's the catalyst for all of this, right? He's the one who keeps his entire small flock congregation afraid of him, keeps them in these pews. And like the interesting thing about this, like you understand the power of somebody like in that position on how they can do that, right? He's an absolute asshole, but he's definitely somebody who his ones that he keeps, he knows each and everything about them and how he kind of keeps them close. Like even through like far shots when you're seeing Reverend Judd look at Wicks have a conversation with somebody else and you don't know what the conversation is because it's so far away from that viewpoint, but you just can tell like, oh, he's got them. like with Kaylee Spaney's character, her keep on like writing checks and everything, or
Yeah.
Kerry Washington. We're talking about all of these people, still being that lawyer around here, around the church. He either has dirt on them or something, or he just compels them to stay with this church.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, because you yell at me one time like that, dog, you're gonna catch these hands. I don't care if you're a priest or not. You know what I mean? But it's also Josh Brolin. He looks like he's a bare knuckle baller too. So you know what I mean?
He's gonna handle himself. Yeah.
he basically did with Judd.
Yeah.
Which was another fantastic scene between these two, right? Where you don't expect it. You don't expect two priests to start throwing hands, and you're like, ooh. You kind of perk up, and you're like, are these guys gonna go at it?
Yeah.
What's happening here?
Let's go.
Just fun. Mila Kunis is in this film, and I did not know this until, and she's another one. I did like when I first saw her, I'm like, is that Mila? No, it's not. There's no way in hell Mila Kunis is in this film. There's no way she would be this far into the film where we finally see her,
Mm-hmm.
and then we see her. I'm like, oh wait, no, that definitely is her. That's the chick from the '70s show.
Yeah, she was in it from that point on.
Yeah.
She was deep in the movie there.
I liked that she was the Lakeith Stanfield character from Knives Out. Lakeith Stanfield more worked side by side with Benoit Blanc.
Yeah.
Geraldine Scott's character, Mila Kunis' character, Geraldine Scott, was like, I don't trust this Kentucky Fried Chicken sounding mother. Like, this is what happened. You know what I mean?
Sound less Kentucky Fried Chicken this movie. I noticed that right off the bat. And that actually caught me off guard. Not trying to get off the topic of Mila Kunis, but
you're good.
Like, when he walks into the church and he starts talking and stuff, I'm like, is that Benoit? Is that somebody different?
Yeah.
I was like, I know it's Daniel Craig, but it's got to be the same character. But yeah, he definitely backed off that a lot.
Yeah, he definitely laid off on it, but it's famous from the Christian Bale Batman voice, right? Like,
yeah,
he went more into it as we got to The Dark Knight Rises, right? He was just like, the city needs me. They did the total opposite there. Yeah.
Yeah, back to Mila Kunis. Sorry about that.
But yeah, she's that local cop who, police chief actually, excuse me, who's definitely investigating the case and there at every turn, and she helps out where she can, but she has her own assumptions and just thinks like, hey, I want to get this thing wrapped up. It's definitely Reverend Judd. Let's go.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird though? Like, this is the part that I thought was weird, is she comes on the scene, she automatically thinks it's Judd. We never saw him get arrested. The next scene, we see like Judd in church, like on his knees, and then that's when we see Benoit Blanc. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, okay, he's here now, but like, do we not believe in justice and like how we do things here?
Yeah.
If you think this is the guy, shouldn't you like interrogate him or something? Like,
yeah,
it just was not. If it did happen, it just was not in the film. Did it need to happen for this film to do what it did? No, but it was just interesting. There,
maybe it was like because there was not like actual like the witnesses. There were no witnesses that said he actually killed that man.
True.
Maybe something like that. I mean, just because that's kind of the whole vibe is like there was never a definite suspect at the time of the murder. But yeah, it was weird. I mean, he was in and out of the police station a lot the whole movie.
I love when he walks into
everyone had cuffs.
Like he walks into like be like, I definitely did this, and then Benoit Blanc like rushes him out and throws him in his car. All right, guys, the flock here. We got Jeremy Renner, Nathaniel Sharp, Dr. Nathaniel Sharp. His life recently left him for another man. So obviously Monsieur Wicks kind of is holding that against him.
Yeah.
Vera Draven lawyer, a tightly wound lawyer with father issues and a smoking habit. Her father passed away, but he was really close to Wicks, so she feels a need to like stay close to Wicks as well.
Yeah.
And we could talk about him in a second. I just want to run through these. Andrew Scott is Lee Ross, a best-selling author, and just wants to be close to Wicks for his next book. And then Simone Vivane, a disabled former concert cellist and one of the church's biggest donors.
And
Yeah,
what's
she's always
really
right.
weird
That
about this, like,
$10,000 check was wild.
what's really weird about this whole thing is like that's the whole parish.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
all the people that come to this church, pretty much.
Dale McCormick as Cy Draven, Vera's stepbrother, and then Tom
Yeah.
Church as the ex-alcoholic and church groundskeeper. So that's literally everybody.
Yeah.
I love that they talked about this too. And this was a fantastic addition. Like he from the pulpit, Wicks zeroes in on somebody new and just like makes them cry and leave. And he like almost gets off on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, why do you want to keep this so small? That's what I didn't understand. But also, he's dealing with a lot of mommy daddy issues as well. So there's that. Loved Jeffrey Wright in this here. We only saw him in 2 scenes, beginning and the end. But I loved seeing him and Daniel Craig in a scene together at the end. I'm like, are they going to be in the same scene? Like, are we going to see Jeffrey Wright again?
Yeah.
And we do, because, you know, they're famous for being in the James Bond films together. Obviously, Daniel Craig as James Bond, Jeffrey Wright as Felix Leiter. So that was really, really cool. And we got some other people who are a part of this film. But Javi, let's talk about real quickly here. One, they kept on saying Chimney Rock. I'm like, oh yeah, they're in North Carolina. Let's go. They're not. They're in upstate New York. Didn't know that was a thing. Do we have a Chimney Rock here in North Carolina?
Yes, that's
we have a Blown Rock.
It's in the Asheville area, isn't it? Same area. Pretty sure. I think that's up towards the. Where are we at? Yeah, it's in western North Carolina.
Chimney Rock in New York likely refers to 2 main places: Chimney Bluff State Park or Lake Ontario with stunning glaciers. So I think it's more of an area than it is like an actual town. But but it also said like
the one in western is a state park. Chimney Rock is a state park here in North Carolina.
It's not a town?
I don't think so. I think it's an area of, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a park, but they say Chimney Rock because it's
a village.
Yeah, there you go.
And then I'm reading right now somewhere else, filming locations, Atlas of Wonders, a fictional town of Chimney Rock in upstate New York. Okay, that makes more sense now because it took me out of it when I think it was Judd's character was like, yeah, we're in New York. And I'm like, no, you're not. You said you're in Chimney Rock, and that's definitely in North Carolina. What the hell? Also, why the hell does nobody have a Southern accent? That was weird too, but I'm like, these are, you know, Hollywood actors, so whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were in upstate New York. But
okay.
What I like about this is like it almost was like gothic. It was like scary. A lot of the influences were just like for us to be frightened by all the sights that we saw on the screen, like in this church, around this church and everything. Even though a little bit of town that we got, like the bar and everything, it just was not something that there was something offsetting, like, you know, off-putting about the entire space of Chimney Rock. I did not like it at all. It didn't make me feel good. Yeah, I don't want to be there. And I think that was the very much the intentions of the look and feel of this film.
Agreed.
Music didn't really strike me much, but I do have a theme, my guy.
All right, what you got?
not only fearing God, but also accepting his love and mercy. This is not a church rant, guys. Just follow me here. I apologize. This film is more about getting over your own demons, your struggles, your own guilt, and finding a way to move forward. Joe's character, all the church people, like they've all had shit happen to them.
Yeah.
They all have their own struggles and everything, and they found solace in Monsieur Wicks, where you got to move forward. You got to do something else. Yeah. There is a murder in this film, guys. As Javi said, and it's pretty dope. All right, James, that's our conversation about Rian Johnson's new Knives Out mystery, Wake Up Dead Man. Javi, give me your thoughts and ratings on this, brother.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna give this one 4 buckets of popcorn this week.
Nice.
Not to say too much about the movie because it can be spoiled real fast. Just this story itself and the twists and turns through this one, and like just the unveil for me was like the best story so far.
Nice.
Because it was so complicated. Like, it was really complicated.
Agreed, yeah.
Like, just ridiculous. And I mean, we just got star after star just bringing it, but also nobody was like really the star of the movie.
Yeah.
It really took everybody, being in their role and playing their part to a very specific level to make sure you got through this story and didn't get a heads up of what was happening. So yeah, 4 buckets of popcorn, man. Had a good time. It was long,
deal, brother.
It was really long.
Almost 250 is what it was.
At the point, I was like, man, how long has this movie been playing? I still have like 40 minutes left.
These Knives Out mysteries just been getting longer and longer, dog. The writing is so dense.
Yeah. What about you?
Wake Up Dead Man is another great installment of the Benoit Blanc Knives Out movies.
Yeah.
The film feels a lot different than the rest of them. Like I said earlier, it's less colorful, it's not as funny, and it seems to have less Daniel Craig and an abundance of Josh O'Connor. Not a bad move from a literary standpoint, but like I pull up to these movies to see Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
As Benoit Blanc, right? Solve this mystery and not how the prime suspect gets out of it. Because everybody thinks it's somehow Josh O'Connor's character.
Right.
Like I said earlier, it kind of has the feeling that like but Benoit Blanc is playing like second chair in here. Whereas in like Knives Out, he was interviewing and asking questions, so the camera and the viewpoint always came back to him. With Glass Onion, the camera in Mystery actually followed him because he was there from the start, and he was there investigating and kind of like moving around and everything, and he was there front camera the entire time things were happening. All that to say is Daniel Craig is a man, and we need to see those baby blues on screen more. For me, this actually gets 3 buckets of popcorn only because of that. I want him to be the central focus.
I don't know if I could have handled him with that hardcore accent for 2.5 hours.
And maybe that's the reason why he did it,
But like this Daniel Craig, this Benoit Blanc, like I said before, he did show up super late, and I was concerned. But at the same time, like Josh O'Connor,
less is more.
Yeah, but like Josh O'Connor leading the charge to me was kind of a little change in the pace of the movies.
Yeah.
Not saying it's a good way to go forward, but for this one, I thought it was kind of a nice little change of pace.
Oh yeah, I feel you, man. That's the beauty of why we do this pod.
Yeah.
Whereas like me, I like that, like, you know, bringing fresh energy and fresh blood in here. But I've already been I'm one of the biggest Daniel Craig fans on the planet. One,
Yeah.
I watch anything with him in, but two, you know, we see different perspectives, and this is just one of them. Not like, you know, you did 4 buckets, I did 3 buckets. The reason why
Yeah, not crazy.
I don't get not crazy, but the reason why I don't like it is the reason why you like it more. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And that's the interesting thing and love of this, why we love doing this podcast, guys. So yeah, dude, 3 buckets of popcorn for this. It's still very rewatchable. The acting is fantastic. I just love this character as much as I loved him as James Bond. I love this second franchise that he's doing.
Yeah,
he's just killing it. So
it's really
more of that,
fun,
please. Yeah,
and the complexity just keeps growing.
Yeah,
the next one's gonna be like 6 hours, and we're still not gonna know what happens. It's gonna be part 1.
Zack Snyder's coming in to do the slow mos. Only for part 2 though. Thank you for subscribing to this week's episode, talking through Wake Up Dead Man. Next week we'll be discussing Is This Thing On?
You can catch that in a theater near you.
Like always, team, I'm Clyde Smith. You can find me across all socials. I'm Clyde D. Smith.
I'm Javier Villois. You can find me across all socials at Mr. J8200.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Kind of want some Kentucky Fried Chicken for lunch now.
Let's go.
Acast powers the world's best podcasts. Here's a show that we recommend.
This season on The Dream.
Supplies are being provided by nurses who run out in the middle of the night and purchase diapers, but the hospital is still charging as if they still have these items.
We are digging into every topic we've ever wanted to cover on this show.
It's a spinning plate analogy. The second that you stop spinning those plates, that crashes. So you can never stop working.
The Dream Season 4 comes at you weekly starting Monday, January 20th.
Acast helps creators launch, grow, and monetize their podcasts everywhere. Acast.com.